Call it breakfast with the Broncos, an early morning kickoff as the Boise State football team hosted North Dakota on the Blue at 10 a.m.
Yeah, it was hot out, but, I'll tell you what, still a packed house, 35,000 fans, members of Bronco Nation, making the trip out early this morning.
Let's get to the highlights. Again, Boise State hosting North Dakota, an FCS school, a top 25 FCS school heading into this game. And, early on, Boise State going to their bag of trickery. Talon Green hits Chase Penry, who then squares up again and finds Riley Smith. And then a few plays later, Talon just uses his legs.
Yeah, he breaks out of the pocket, rushes into the end zone. It's his first rushing touchdown of the season. North Dakota, though, I'll tell you what, Jay, they would answer right back. Tommy Schuster lets the deep ball fly. Bo Belquist makes the sweet catch and moves them right down the field. They got some guys at North Dakota, not making it easy on the Bronco defense today.
On to the second quarter we go now. On the very first play down near the goal line, Quincy Vaughn, a converted quarterback, now playing tight end, back under center for the direct snap, powers his way over the goal line. They miss the PAT, so BSU still leads 7-6.
Well, how about this? DJ Schramm was out tonight, but the new era of linebackers really stepping up. Marco Notriani knocks the ball loose. It's recovered by Andrew Simpson, who nearly takes it to the house. Later on, Ashton Jeanty is going to punch it in from the goal line set, and you're going to see plenty more of him later on.
So the Broncos go into halftime with a nice little 21-6 lead. We jump ahead now to the second half. Talon Green letting it fly towards his favorite target today, Eric McAlister.
Yeah, he grabs that one for his first touchdown of the season. One of the best deep balls we've seen from Talon this season, and they would try to keep it going, but I'll tell you what, they ran into some serious issues in terms of ball security. Later on, Green targets Riley Smith, who has the catch until he gets popped by North Dakota, and Dylan Boker is there for the opportune interception, brought down by Ashton Jeanty with the tackle on that play. But that would take the Hawks all the way to the goal line with their momentum. A few plays later, Schuster drops back, puts it on the top shelf for Wesley Eliodor. Somehow, he's able to get his feet down after the grab. The Hawks get this game within 2 scores.
Boise State, though, continuing to, let it fly downfield. But here, how about pounding the ground? And, Ashton Jeanty fighting for extra yards, loses the rock. North Dakota recovers, and all of a sudden we have ourselves a tight ball game at Albertson Stadium.
Yeah, Jeanty had a pair of fumbles today, kind of not something we're used to seeing in an otherwise great performance. Another goal line opportunity. Luke Skokna takes the handoff, powers his way into the end zone. The Bronco defense would keep them from getting the 2-point conversion, but suddenly it's a 10-point game with plenty of time left in the third quarter.
So next drive, here comes Ashton Jeanty redeeming himself. His third touchdown of the ball game. He had 73 total yards. Boise State starting to find a little bit of breathing room. And how about the post-celebration handshake between the Texas connection?
That is an elite handshake from those two. We'll cap it off with the finishing touch. How about the Mad Dog getting a touchdown? Maddox Madsen would finish the game out, not for any injury reason. They just had a good lead, but he was ready to play, throwing the deep ball to Eric McAlister. He gets his second receiving touchdown of the game. Boise State takes care of business at home. They take down North Dakota 42-18. Still plenty of room for improvement, but for now, it's nice to see them get a little bit of confidence on both sides of the ball, and especially carry it with them as conference play starts next week at San Diego State.
Again, there's things that happen in this game, like how we pressured the quarterback, how we took shots, how we played in coverage that we saw happen in practice. If you do it in practice, it's going to happen in the game. We've had our best week of practice this past week, and in those specific areas, we've seen them carry over.
It's awesome. There's not really many ways to describe it. It's just awesome. Like, we put a lot into it, mentally, physically, a lot of hours in here, and a lot of guys just banged up, like, all the time, just football. So it's an emotional game for sure, and just to kind of see everybody smile in the facility after the game is just awesome to see.
So a heck of a win there by Boise State, a blowout victory. By the way, Eric McAlister, 143 receiving yards. That, by the way, is a career high. The Broncos looked to finally find their rhythm, I would say, on both sides of the ball today.
Yeah, a lot of young players kind of making the difference today. Marco Notriani right there, career night out of him, especially with the captain, DJ Schramm, out of commission for the day. A lot of storylines we got to talk about tomorrow, especially on Sunday Sports Extra when we get Tom Scott in the studio.
That's following the news at 10 tomorrow. We appreciate you staying up late tonight. Been a long day for anybody that's a Boise State fan.
A good day.
But a good day. We're back on the news right after this.